Hello all, it's the 26th of February 2018 and you're here with Dan in Essex, UK. So it's about -2 degrees Celsius at the moment, which I believe is about 28 degrees Fahrenheit. So rather chilly by UK temperatures. So out here, and you can see I'm out here in the dark, and I've got the older light here on the mobile phone camera, and I thought I'd just come out here and show you these brassicas out here. Look at these, these brilliant things. Such a great vegetable to grow, aren't they? I mean, look how resilient they are. We couldn't just stand out here like this, could we? And nice Brussels sprouts there, look. Come on, come back into focus. There we go. You see them Brussels sprouts? Look at them. Absolutely fantastic. And these kale plants here, look, you can see, look at that. That was all kale leaf, and over the last probably about it's probably a year or so, yeah, just about a year I reckon, I sowed these in little module trays. So probably been harvesting from these on and off for the last maybe 8 or 9 months. So certainly really good indeed. I mean, these had a massive infestation of cabbage caterpillars laid by the cabbage butterflies, due to the fact that I wasn't diligent enough in covering them up to ensure that the eggs could not be laid on the leaves. But they recovered incredibly well, and they have rewarded me with some fantastic crops. I mean, look at just how strong they are, just standing there like that. All this cold. I mean, just imagine standing there with that snow on your hand like that. Just think how cold that is, but yet these really can withstand it. So you've got some great stuff that you can grow like this. So Brussels sprouts, as you see here, kale, although there's not much too much left of these now. Kale, as you see here, this is Nero di Toscana, I believe. You know, you can have cabbages as well. So much that you can indeed have regarding brassicas. Swiss chard is another good one that will withstand cold like this, and spinach as well. So do your research, and I've not seen them here, and I don't know if they go by another name here, but I see on some of the American channels they have, is it collard greens? They do well as well. And this is a very interesting thing. Now, this is purple sprout in broccoli, so had some meals off of these of late, but you can see here they're now starting to produce their lovely crops here. These are really good things to grow because they cover the hungry gap, which you tend to get about now at this time of year, when there's maybe not so much to eat. For example, we haven't exactly got fresh runner beans or marrows to eat, at least in this climate anyway, if you're growing things outside, not in a specifically created environment for them. So you can see we've got a little bit of snow on the floor here, and I'm just waiting for this to come back in focus. But I really do like coming outside and walking around in the dark, if you will, because you sometimes get a different perspective on the garden. And these are rootstocks here, apple rootstocks. Spoke about these, and what I'm going to do is do some grafting. And even coming out here, and I look at my chopping block there, this is a big bit of willow which I put my logs on and chop them. It's great exercise, logging, and certainly, in my opinion, a worthwhile pastime. So yeah, I can't look directly at the camera because obviously I've got the flashlight on here, but I'm aiming to upload a video, every day whilst we're experiencing this, they're calling it a polar vortex of, relatively cold temperatures. But as I've stated in previous videos, other parts of the world, they get far colder than this regularly, sometimes for months at a time, so as much as possible we've just got to deal with this, and hope that everybody out there is managing to, at least have some of their own produce and to eat. And I think that it's sort of at this time of year, when you think of this, this is when the skill of a gardener, or the knowledge, or the thinking ahead becomes apparent, because it's, in my opinion, far easier to feed oneself, at least a little bit, regarding growing your own food, when the weather is fair. But when you're into February, March, and particularly weather like this, and you've still got something to eat that you've grown yourself, you know, that's when you can maybe be a little bit proud, you know, you can be proud of yourself anyway if you're growing any of your own food, but you can really give yourself a pat on the back, because it certainly is not favourable conditions for you know, generally growing food at present due to the weather. So even if you just got a pot and you've got one Swiss chard growing in there, or one kale plant, and you're harvesting a few leaves off of that, and you're boiling them up and you're having them with your dinner or whatever, or you got some leeks and a bit of leek and potato soup is going on, you know, you can think, yeah, I'm doing it. So hope you guys enjoyed that little video. And having a look here, we had some snow flurries for obvious reasons you can see here, but had a few today, and it started off in the morning and then it, you know, went away and then came back, and came back relatively thick, and apparently it's going to start again in the early hours of tomorrow morning and continue into tomorrow morning. So the weather out here is sort of cold, but hopefully people out there are safe. Take care and speak soon.